Hello everybody, Alex here from Snake on Exotics, and today we've got a customer tank build. So it's quite a busy day today. We've also got fish coming tomorrow, so I really wanted to do some extra water changes today, just to make sure everything's A1, because I want to get some nice fish. Fingers crossed, we're actually going to get what we're going to get this time. Because it's such a popular place, the stuff sells out really quick. But we've got, instead of putting the order in and waiting a week, we've put the order in and it's come in it's been 2 days since I've ordered it. So we should still have the stuff in stock, fingers crossed. But we're going to be building a big enclosure, custom build for white tree frogs. We've got the tank down there for a customer. So we're going to crack on, get all that built today. I've got all the stuff we need. So please like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell for me. And let's build us a tank. She's unboxed. I've left the bottom on because I was cutting it to take it off, because it can be a pain to get off. You've got to lift it off and push down, and it can be really hard to do on your own. But I was just cutting it, I've gone, a little work platform. And if I make a mess, it's going to land on there. And we know we're going to make a mess. We know Alex is going to make a mess. So that might help keep us clean. Look at that. Oh, good ideas. So now we're going to be taking this out, taking all the top off, and opening it all up and start putting our first bit in, which is usually bio balls or some sort of rocks or something as a drainage system. So it basically becomes your water reservoir. So that is where your water stays and gets cycled back down to and gets stored, ready for the pump to pick it back up again and put it back up into the enclosure. I got a bit ahead of myself. I got a bit ahead of myself. We need the waterfall kit in first, because we can't put the pump in if we got gravel in there. So pump in first. That means we've got to whip this bad boy out, get the pump in, cut out the place for the pump to slide into the background, and let's crack on and do it. Whoa. Okay, so we're gonna need the pump to mark out how much to cut out. It doesn't have to be neat and tiny. I could just snap the corner off if I really wanted to, because it's all going to be covered with substrate anyway, so you won't see it. But we don't want to go too high and substrate fall down. That's a no-no. So there it is, our little pumpus. Let's mark him up and cut out what we need. Okie dokie then, let's mark it out. So it's going to have to be probably that way. So the pipe's going to come up off here. We want that as close to the glass as possible, but we don't want the wire. So we could have it this way with the wire sticking into the tank. It'll be a pain. The wire's going to have to bend up and round. Do it this way, so you got one straight up and straight up. So we can do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place it. You can see what I'm doing. Place it on. Just go, just a basic idea of what space we need. Doesn't have to be bang on. Then we chop that out with some scissors. A knife would be easier, but I can't find my knife. I don't know where it's gone. So lovely. Lovely. It's quite fun cutting polystyrene. But we want to make sure any of your scraggly ends you want to get them off because you don't want them floating around and going into the pump. I think that is broken. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. It's okay. Shh. You saw nothing. So that's how it looks when you put it all back in place. You got a nice little nook for the pump like that. Absolutely fantastic. So we're going to make sure it's on full power. Yes, we want it on max. There we go. We want all the power we can. We want the water gushing down. Now we need the hose. So we're going to slide the hose down onto it, and then we're going to have the elbow most likely coming out somewhere around here. Yes. Pipe is curved. It's a bit of a pain. It'd be nice to have a nice bit of straight pipe, but trying to get a bit of straight pipe, you've got no chance. So what you got to try and do is press it between the two panels, the glass and the polystyrene. Most time it doesn't, and it flips over and you get a curvy pipe, but there's not much you can do about it. So let's show you what we do. You can't really see the pump because I haven't took the back off, but so we slide this all the way down. See, if you did it like that, it would try and keep itself straight, but it does want to flip the whole time. So hold it, there we go, that's holding it a bit straight. Let's see, it wants to try and curve. It's all wibbly wobbly. So that should be down at the pump. Yes, it is. We've missed. Okay, we're right on top. Let's slide it on. So there it is. See. Oh, I'll have to take it out to put it on properly. So there you go. Pipe is on. I did have to take it all out to do it. It was really, really tight. It comes out there. So we could have our waterfall at any height we wanted. I don't want to be up here though. So I'm saying probably about there. I think we're going to come across. I'm not sure what we're going to do this time. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Maybe a plateau with the coming down here. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do yet. I know we're going to have a waterfall, and I don't know much else. I think I'm going to get the bits and bobs we're going to do for the waterfall, test mocking some ideas out, and then go with the flow. Quick tip on making cork bark like guttering in a way for your rivers. So you don't want to just cut it with a saw because you're going to have a flat edge and it's just going to look natural. What you want is these jiggly-jaggedy edges. That's what we want. We don't want clean cuts, so I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. So what I did, I saw this crack here. And what I've been doing, I've just been putting my crowbar in, just slowly inching my way along. So see, I've got to this point here, and I just shove it in, like so, and then I move on to the next part. I'm going to swap hands because I'm not very good with my left arm, with my bad shoulder. Righty-tighty, do it. There we go. I'm just slowly working my way along, following the natural crack, because that's where it wants to go. You can hear it cracking now because I'm getting to a weaker point. That bit has broken, but it's all very random and natural looking. No straight edges, no cut marks. It's going to look a lot more natural. All I've got to do is carry on this bit down here, and then I'll either just rip it in half, or I'll do this side where I'll either follow this crack all the way along, or I'll follow this one all the way down. I think we're going to be able to rip it. It's got a good flex. I've been hearing it crack. Look at that. So we've got a nice bit of gutter in, a nice little dump hole. That's going to look really cool. So I've tested it. I think it's going to look good. Just like that. Coming down from there, somewhere into here, dropping out. And I actually want it to drop as well. I want this to be hanging and actually drop, so you see a good drop down to here. So I've did the hole, I've cut the pipe, I've put the elbow on. Very easy to do. All I did was I pulled the back forward, laid this down with the pump in it attached, marked out where I wanted the hole, cut the pipe. The pipe does have a little extra slack, but I did want some extra wiggle room and stuff. I can slightly twist this and alter where it's going to be aiming, so I think that's going to work. We won't know until we put water in there and see where it goes. So next is bio balls, but first we've got to give them a wash because, as always, we got dirty balls. Here's my bag of dirty balls. Let's go give them a wash. I've just found some nice clean gravel, so we're going to put that in first, then we can do bio balls on top if we need it. I've decided we needed the bio balls, so I've washed the dirty balls. They weren't all filthy. They're still annoying. I need to rinse them through a bunch more times, but I've done it the once. So we've got the top layer should be clean, and then as I work through, I'll get back down to some dirty stuff. I'll wash that. That'll sink down. Get another top layer of clean off, and then eventually you'll have a big slab of really nasty stuff at the bottom that we won't be able to use. I've done a little mini mock-up of what I'm thinking. So we might fill this a bit more up with gravel. This is going to be like our water area at the front where they can free swim and have a little paddle. We're only going to be having a small amount of water in there with the on top of the gravel, but this course this will be full up to here, but we'll have gravel to there, so we'll only have like ½ inch of water actually there to paddle in. Then we've got our waterfall is going to come down here into there, so I'm happy with that. I might try and see if we can get another piece of cork bark just to lay over here to hide where the water's coming in from. Sorry, around here. So yeah, I'm going to carry on. Bio balls and stuff, fill it all up, bio drain. So I've got to take all this out to put the drainage one in. And yeah, away we go. We've got the bio drain in. So I've laid it down. So I'm going to be filling it all up with more bio balls because it's cheaper than filling it up with anything else, because we're just filling empty space now, and then we'll be doing substrate after that, so we can pre-mock in where our stuff's going to go again, and then we can, oh, that's not someone coming in, it's the wind blowing the door open, and we can then start putting in the rest of our stuff. Once we've got it all built up to a level I like, that's when we're going to put the substrate in, because we're going to have a reasonable depth of substrate, but we don't want 6-7 inches of substrate. This is what we have. Now I've done all the drainage layer. Used it all at the front, and we're going to have substrate's going to start here. So all that area is going to be filled with substrate, going around all this area here. But there's no point because it's just going to get washed into here if it was. So I've left it. So we've got a reasonable pool we can have here. This log shall go there like this. And then we've got our dropout. And yep, so we just got to, I might have to extend the pipe to here and then camouflage it. Apart from that, we're ready for substrate. Let's rock and roll. Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm gonna put some in, pat it down, then build it up again. This is going to be quite a large plant. I think I'm going to take it out. We don't want it buried too low though, because it doesn't like really wet roots. So I think we're going to go middle range, somewhere around this area here. I think it's going to look nice. I don't normally do this. I've planted it before putting water in there and testing it. I might have made a mistake. Looks good though. Let's fill it up, give it a test, see what happens. There we go, that's the perfect little depth. They can have a little paddle. Lovely job. I'll put a little bit extra in because we've got to top it up when we turn it on. Let's see what happens. So the pipe didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. It was washing a lot of the dirt away down the side, so I had to add an extension. I've done that now. I've done some other little tweaks to it, put some plants in there, so we're gonna have a big reveal. So I'm gonna turn it on. She's going. She's going. Are you ready? Ba ba da ba. There we go. There's our custom build waterfall, river and waterfall. We've got a nice strong flow I'm really happy with. So we've got some ferns, some creepers and some other little creepers as well. So yeah, I'm going to put some springtails and some moss in. That's virtually finished now. Just got to put the top back on and stuff like that, but look at that, raring to go. Really nice. There we go, everybody. It's time to go home. I hope you enjoyed building the tank with me today. So please like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell for me. If you want to watch another video, there should be one there. If you want to subscribe to the channel, it's up there. If you want to watch a playlist, it's up there. Apart from that, we'll see you in the future. Bye.